What up? What up? What up? We up here live on the stream. What's up, YouTube? Hold on just a second. Let me go over here and fix this audio. What is up, beautiful people? It is our DJ Dr. Watts. This is the Sarah and Boaz Producer Academy. I am yet bringing you another video to help elevate your producing skills. And the purpose of the Sarah and Boaz Producer Academy is to show you how to elevate your producer skills with a few tricks, a few industry secret tricks, and how to maintain your intellectual property rights, whether it be BMI copyright, ISRC numbers, all those beautiful things. I appreciate you guys, and remember, hit that notification bell, Hulk smash that like button so these videos can go out to more people because I want to build a community of producers. If you know somebody that's 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 years old, tell them to come over here. I want to work with them. I want to work with the elderly. I want to work with the young kids. It's not going to be any profanity over here. It's not going to be any adult content. We're just going to be talking about music. But I want to work with everybody. I want to show everybody the secrets that I have learned in producing music. And believe me, if you can take shortcuts to knock out 10 years of mistakes from somebody else's, why not take it? And while we're talking about that, the link down in the description, I have my Patreon page. You can go down there. I have 3 tiers where you can subscribe to any tier you want. All the music that released on one tier, music and merch on the other tier, music. And on the other tier, we got music, merch, tutorial classes on finances, tutorial classes on making beats. And what I'm going to share with you guys today is how I am repurposing a Christmas MIDI, okay, to turn it into a dance or a house beat. All right, now check this out. Let's go over here. So click the link down in the description for my Patreon page. And for those that don't want to like join the Patreon, there's a premium chat page down there where you can go and click on the premium chat and I answer questions about copyright, OBS Studio, questions about FL Studio and settings inside of FL Studios. I've been using this since FL Studio 3.1. So I kind of know what I'm talking about when it comes to FL Studio. So, hey guys, I made this for you. I want to build a community of better producers, all ages. I want young, old, elderly, everybody up in here. You know somebody that's elderly, let's say I want to make beats. Tell them Dr. Watts will teach them how to make beats. I'm patient, and I had Southern Learning Disorder, so that means I can teach anybody. Okay, now check this out. I went to a source that sells MIDIs royalty free. Okay, this is public domain music. I mean, it's been around for I guess like over 100 years. Okay, now what I'm doing is I'm taking that MIDI file, right, and I'm taking it and I'm putting these same. Hold on. These same instrument MIDI files, but I'm repurposing them into other instruments, right? Like this one. Um, this was the trumpet file, and I kept it, and I did other things with it. It's just a MIDI that someone put together, but it's public domain. Hold on a minute, let me see that. I think the trumpet was really short. With the glockenspiel stop. The glockenspiel. For all of those that don't know that, that's the thing that Motown always used. The ding, ding, ding. Always ring you in. They was very smart using that too because it resonated. Okay, I took the glockenspiel notes and I repurposed them and put them into this synthesizer right here. And what I did is copy the MIDIs from the regular old square sound and stuff, and I took those and I repurposed. Hold on. I repurposed them into other MIDI. I repurposed them into other instruments. So, like for instance, like this one, I repurposed into this. Okay. Now these are parts that was from like some regular kind of corny little sound and stuff. But anyway, I put these on some Anna 2. Shout out to Slate Digital, Anna 2. And I wanted to take this and I want to reuse it. But what happened is I was getting ready to start EQing this, and I was like, let me make a video. So I'm finna first put this first one on here and route it to a free mixer track. Okay, and then I'm gonna go to up here to my plugin database into my effects, and I'm down here. I want to go to installed and then effects and then go to VST3. Shout out to Slate Digital. I just want to tell you guys I do not get any money for this, but you can go to Slate SLATE digital.com. There are a lot of companies that I don't get affiliate money for them, but I just push because I know it's going to help you take you to the next level. If it was an affiliate link, of course I would use it, but it's not. I'm still want to pass it on to you. Go to Slate Digital and check out their subscription packages. You will not be dissatisfied. Tell them that DJ Dr. Watt sent you. You ain't gonna get jack for saying that, but just tell them if you want to. So what I'm gonna do is first thing I'm gonna put is a virtual mix rack on here. Now sometimes I don't use everything that's in the mix rack, but I put it up here in so I can get an idea. I'm over here looking at crypto too, looking at Shiba. I'm always on two or three or four things at once. You can believe that. Hold on a minute, let me let this load in. And on the virtual mix rack, they have all the things you need, like for to like help process a signal to make it stand out, give it depth, give it But this right here, what I'm doing is I'm taking all the low end off. I'm looking at taking all the low end off, so because these synthesizers got a lot of low end to them, so these wave tables and I don't need all that. Now if it was a solo instrument, I straight up leave it like it is, but it's gonna be sitting on top of drums and other basses, so it's low end. It's got to go. So I'm waiting for it to go in, waiting for it to load. It's probably got to go through the iLock and all that kind of stuff. Oh, hold on, man, guys. I gotta turn this down. I gotta take some medicine. Yeah. Okay. While I'm taking my medicine, ingesting my medicine, I want to go over. Let me make sure you can see this. Okay. Yeah, you're looking down at my table now. While I'm going over this, you don't really need to look at me anyway. These are the four things that come in the channel rack, and these some of these are useful in certain instances. Very. This one and this revival. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. These help you cut through in the mix. This is a nice compressor stress right here, but sometimes I replace it with the custom OPTE, and I like this FGN right here EQ, and I like this Slate F Engine EQ. But this virtual channel, this default right here, I use it sometimes, but sometimes I don't. So I just see how it sounds. But my purpose right here is, I want to take that low end off of this synthesizer. I'm doing it one at a time. Now, see, these synthesizers are going to get a lot more life because these plugins are going to bring life into them, and that's one thing you have to understand, that it's not just the instruments you choose; it's how you EQ them. What kind of character? That's the other phase of it. It's adding character to the signal. You got to add character to it, and that's one thing I like to do to stand out when I'm submitting to film and TV. So I'm going to put time into this like I'm making a hit. I know it's going on a TV show, but they're going to listen to this music and be like, my goodness, this producer really took time. Oh, yes, I did, sir, because we get into a dumb music. I got to remember that. That's my little hook phrase, get into dumb music. All right. Hold on, let me put y'all down there. I got to take one more drink of my medicine. Shout out to Delta 8 all over the world. All right. Woo. Sorry for that light over there. Now, the first thing I did was I took the low end down on that instrument, and we're going to listen to it now, right here. Let's do that again. Now what I'm doing now, I went over here and I hit ping pong, and that's the delay. And I want to take some of this delay out. I want to use it, but I don't want it so prominent. That sounds better. Let me save that. And you just have to do one at a time, and there's no rush thing. This is the icing. This is the part I really enjoy the most about making beats, is coming over here and adding character to them. And I'm telling you, these EQs with these low filter bypasses will make amazing differences in your music. I think this one has really nothing on it but two notes right here. So we're not going to deal with that right now. We're going to go down to the soprano, see what we got over here. I don't think there are any notes on here either. But the piano melody, let's go over here. This was the melody for the piano. And I took it and I put it on this instrument. So let's listen at this. Oh, by the way, this is the Jingle Bells, the MIDI for Jingle Bells. And I'm going to take it and repurpose it into a house beat. Now see, on Anna, you hit this button right here, and every note you touch it to turn it into a chord, major or minor. I'm going to leave it major like that. I could turn it minor. A lot of stuff I do is in minor, but this isn't, so I'm going to let this go. I'm messing with the attack on these because I want the attack. Okay, I want to make sure you can see that. I'm not trying to be meticulous. I just want to make sure you guys can see what I'm doing, because a lot of times I do tutorials and I'm going to get better at this, but sometimes when I watch them, they move a little bit too fast for me, and I don't know what they're doing. I have to keep going back. So I'm trying to do it so you don't have to go back. This is the VST called Anna. This is by Slate Digital. Lovely VST. And I wanted the attack to be a little softer. This right down in here, I'm messing with just basically the gliding of it, and I want it to glide a little bit to give it a little character. I don't want it to sound. A little of this, but I want to be able to control the reverb after it comes out the synth. Okay, let me go save this again. I appreciate you guys all over the world, wherever you're from in the world. I appreciate you for being here, and I hope that I can shed some light on helping you produce and show you how you can create another form of income stream, because this song, not only am I going to send to the music supervisor for a television show, I'm going to send this out to like 50 other places, and I'm going to get paid 50 times off of this one song for years and years and years. Now multiply that time thousands of songs. Now you see why I do what I do. All right. Game recognized game. Game recognized game. Oh, I'm on this game, baby. This music game. I'm not in this to be dropping links. I'm in this to make money and to build an empire for my future seed. Okay. That sound a little bit of like okay, that's what it reminds me of. Okay, let's go check this one out. This VST, and let's check this one out. Let's see what this one is singing. Now, the genius reason that I'm keeping this sound is because that old song, the Jingle Bells, that used this song, the more progressive one when it first came out, and we all have in our childhood memory. I'm going to keep that because I'm not going to differentiate to that. I want to tie in nostalgia in with this beat without people even knowing it. And that's something you have to learn with your songwriting, lyric writing, beat making. You have to learn to tie in a nostalgic point in there that will identify with the audience so that will make them loyal to your music quicker. See, that's one of the reasons you need to join the Sarah And Boaz Produce Academy. Psychological music composition. I'm going to teach you some of the things Drake has been using on you for years and you don't even know it. But hit, click the link down in the description. I'm going to get you on game. I'm going to get you on game. You're going to stop making those redundant beats. You're going to start making beats that make your mama be like, baby, that sounds good. Your family don't dislike your music. You haven't psychologically touched them. That's all. You have to touch people. Why you think Stevie Wonder sound different than a lot of other people? Because he know how to psychologically touch you. All right, back to the beats. I ain't going too much further than that. The game should be sold and not told. I'll holler. I always play with my parameters on my attack, delay, sustain, and release because it adds character from the preset. Now we're going to run all of these into number 2. Now we got to put the bass on 1. And I want to treat my bass really, I'm very delicate and I treat my bass with TLC. I'm using Poison for the bass. You can use anything you want to for the bass. I use this because it's versatile and I can go in and change stuff if I don't like it. If I just use a bass sample, then I'm stuck with it unless I use some filters and stuff like that and transients, things like that. But it doesn't matter. It's all good. But use as many plugins as you can on your music. Now, let's go over here to Virtual Mixrack. Put this on number 3. And as always, I always put a bass boost under there. Because the first one is the condition. It's better for you to have 3 EQs taking it down a little at a time than to stress one EQ to do it all by itself. At least I've come to find that out anyway. Stack your EQs. And if you want some more information on how to do that, you can check out at my Patreon page where I'm going to be uploading classes on how to use EQs proficiently. And don't overwork and overstress one. Let them work with each other. Let one do, like use them like sieves. Like you're straining something. Yeah, y'all already know. You know what I'm talking about. By the way, I want to give a shout out. I don't know if you probably ever watching this, but if anybody ever watched the Wave Man, I want to give a shout out to the Wave Man. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I love your channel. I love your video. I love your content. I love what you've done for all the producers. I appreciate you. And I'm gonna be you one of the people I'm gonna be shouting out for life. Soundfire is one of them. Shout out to Soundfire. I appreciate you guys for everything you're doing. Shout out to Soundfire. But I'm gonna be shouting you out to Wave Man, even when I hit up to the Grammys, because you have taught me some things that have changed my life, and I appreciate you for the time that you put into that. Shout out to the Wave Man, and I just love the way you say, "Stop playing with me, stop playing with me, stop playing with me." That's his stuff. That ain't mine. That's him. That's the Wave Man. But anyway, I've been wanting to get that out and say that because I appreciate you for real. Now, for this bass, I have something special for this. I have two choices and see, this is all you get in Slate. You get their whole slew of compressors and vintage ones. They have the Monster down here, but what right here, I think it's called the Monster. That's Hollywood. That's London. That's the Monster. It's good. I love it. It's good for kicks. I'm really probably gonna use that one on my drums. But for this right here, I want to use this, and we can get rid of this, and we can get rid of this, and we're gonna have I want to compress it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, after. Let's do that again. And now I'm gonna put something on here that's one of my favorite things that they have, and that is their virtual tape machine. It adds analog warmness in ways that you just wouldn't believe. If you join my Patreon page, I go through step by step on how to use these plugins to get the sound that you need. Let me save that. I'm a constant saver, and I save 2 copies. Don't get so tied up into making your beats that you forget to say, save. Jesus saved, and so should you. They say Jesus saved and ludicrous withdrawals. I heard that. I'm gonna go ahead and bass boost. Do a little bit of. It's a lot hot. That signal a little hot. Was on a little hot. Now, let me just let you see what this all sounds like together so far. Okay. Now I did a lot of accents. I did a lot of house stuff. A lot of accents. Shout out to Splice for a bunch of accents and drum loops and stuff like that. And I put on top of this MIDI, since they're in the same chord progressions. I had some they didn't quite the right work. No, the BPM didn't quite work, but this one did. So hold on, let me go say this other version. And it's about time for me to take a break too for my Halo, because I take breaks through the day as I'm working to keep myself refreshed. I don't try to grind. I ain't grinding nothing. I ain't making no doggone coffee. Here we go. I almost got only one thing selected here on the mixer. Oh, get that out of there. I'll be right there. my tops in there. This is a top right here. Okay, I'm gonna put all of them on one channel because they all serve the same purpose. Okay, and this is a top if I'm not mistaken. And you're gonna really be able to hear these a lot better once I EQ them and take that low end off of them. Run that in 4. What's this? We're gonna run that in 5 because that's gonna be the kick. All right, so we're gonna take this and route to a different one, and we're gonna EQ those individually so that they can duck from each other. And let me see what this one is. We're gonna send that to number 4, and this one. We're gonna send that to number 4. We're gonna send that to number 4. Vocals, we're gonna send to 6. Actually, vocals, sound effects, we're gonna send to 6. Vocals, we're gonna send to 7. That just reminded me of something. At the end of the song, I want to take this down here and I want to put this here. You'll see what I'm talking about later. Because I remember that I want something down there, and now that I know what it is, I know what I want to put down there. Okay, now risers. This is an impact. We're gonna put the impacts on number 8 because they're gonna be EQ'd differently. Okay, and risers, we're gonna put those on number 9 because you got to take the low end off of them. They'll rob your mix. Number 9. Okay, I'm gonna put vocals on 10 because I forgot what I said. I'm gonna put them on, so I forgot. So I'm gonna put that on number 10. And I said risers go on number 9. No, that's an impact. That's a riser. That's a riser. That's a riser. Number 9. I don't have to worry about EQing but one time. I used to do these things individually, but sometimes if the track calls for it, I'll do it. Because I like it beautiful. But I just don't want to overload myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm just putting everything where it goes. Then we'll be able to, what's this? We're going to put that on 11 because it reminds me of 2 drumsticks. And I got another one down here too. This one. This is going to be the hypest Christmas track ever, in my opinion. This might just be a classic, baby. Who knows? Hold on, I'm not supposed to be hearing anything else. Why am I hearing no synthesizer? All those synths are supposed to be going into number 2. I just want to hear the kick. There we go. I mean the tops. Okay, let's stop right there. Let's address this. We first got to get these conditioned. Just one step at a time. One step at a time. If you want your music, you want them to take this music and not send it back, then this is what you're going to have to do. And by the way, while you're sitting there looking, I appreciate you for being here. But at the same time, guys, take time to take advantage of all of this pimp game I got to offer you guys, and girls, and ladies, and peoples. Now, what we're gonna do is take the low end off of this, because we don't need it. Take the low end off of it with the filter on the EQ. I had to put a tempo uh, automation clip here because it was varying because of the MIDI, and I was trying to change it, but I wasn't finna go back. Oh, what up, big? What it is? Bitcoin. Let me see what Bitcoin are doing today. You get 4064 too. Goodness gracious, Bitcoin. Mm-mm-mm-mm. Got that ETF on the stock exchange today. Life is never be the same for crypto. I'm telling you, man. Should have got it. Get in. I'm trying to remember where I put my impact. That was on number 8. Actually, that's like a riser, so that should go like on impact to go on 8. Riser should go on 9. So yeah, you're more like a riser. 9, yeah. Sweet, that goes on 9. That goes on 9. Downlifter. That goes on 9. All right. Impact will go on 8. Risers go on 9. Okay. Save special I want to do to that. What is that, number 6, just in case I get. I got that, and I have something else sweet for you right there, Mr. Sound. I have something for you. I'm going to treat you with some TLC. Let's put a lustrous plate on that. All right, this is another plug-in by Slate Digital. You're gonna love it. Just had a fatal error. Hold on, let me close this out. I need to open right back up. But this is like taking advantage of different genres and moving different things into different areas and learning different things, and this is just like this is like more fun to me than it's ever been work. So you know, I don't know why I got another picture over there of me, but anyway, these are one of the things that I use to take my music to the next level by learning different genres and mixing things up and just trying stuff and failing and trying stuff. And if you want like some one-on-one tutoring, I can help you too. That also on my Patreon page and also my premium chat. So click the link down in the description to get started. I appreciate you guys. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next video. What an amazing time making a Christmas song using house music. I'm DJ Dr. Watts. Have a beautiful day and be blessed.